Hopefully my lighting's all right. It's a little orange over here, but that's because I'm backlit. So I guess we can start standing up just a little out of the frame at the moment. And then I'll hop up on my reformer so you can see. But feet hip width apart. Let's just find our grounding moment. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. Press the floor away. Get really long and tall. Draw the abs in. And then take a nice big inhale up. And exhale one more time. Big inhale up. Exhale to roll over to your toes. And just take your little stretch here. Run the knees out. Ooh, I know I need that forward fold this morning and after driving back yesterday from upstate. And then from here, let's walk out to your plank position and finding your plank here. Setting up with your hands underneath your shoulders, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Lengthen through your heels, draw the abs up and in. Wrap the ribs up and into the body. Lift up out of your pelvic floor even before we move, so you can find that you are supported from the pelvic floor as well. And then lift the sit bones high for your downward dog. And run the knees out. And then let's lift those hip bones a little higher, rolling the spine forward and come all the way back into your plank position. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Draw the abs up and in. One breath here and then into your downward dog. And then one more time, let's meet back in our plank. Holding our plank here, slide the shoulder blades down, draw the abs in, float the right leg up, point the toes, and little tiny pulses. Little squeeze the glute right at the base of the booty, keeping your pelvis still, lower that foot down, lifting the other foot up, point the toe, pulses. Staying strong in your plank, and then lower that foot down, coming onto your right forearm and onto your left forearm, holding here. So you're in your forearm plank. Let's micro bend the right knee and straighten, micro bend the left and straighten. So alternating sides here, tiny bend and straighten. Nice long neck, and then just run it out, go right and left and right and left. Feel your belly drawing up into your spine for 3, 2, last one, both knees down, press back, child's pose, take a breath. Letting the knees be wide, dropping the chest to the mat, taking a breath here. And then let's roll ourselves up onto hands and knees. Finding our neutral spine to start. And then rounding your spine into your cat stretch. And head up, tail up for your cow. And then rounding into your cat. And into your cow. Just loosening up your spine. One more time, cat. Pushing the spine to the sky and then into your cow. And then back to neutral, draw the abs in. Feel how your sits bones lengthen long behind you. Reach the crown of the head forward. Magnetize your abs up into your spine and then reach right arm and left leg. Relax your right foot and bring it back to center. Other side. And bring it back to center. So alternating sides. I love that Pilates has allowed Neil to all the way be back ready to go to class again. So shows the importance of keeping your body healthy and strong. Let's do one more on each side. And then the next time we get to the right arm, let's hold it. Hold, round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect, and then hold the arm and leg long, open the arm and leg out to the side. Bring it back to center, rounding, connect, extend, open arm and leg out to the side. So we're just doing this to challenge stability, to wake up those strong core muscles, getting the transverse abdominis ready to support us. One more, open out, in, round your spine, hold, get really small, contract your abs, and then hold the arm and leg long, and then maybe float your right foot up off the mat, bouncing on your knee, and then bring it back to center, round your spine into your cat, into your cow, into neutral. Extend left arm, right leg. Hold for a moment to find your stability. Square your hips, round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect. Extend the arm and leg, open the arm and leg out to the side and back to center. Rounding, and then open, in. Round, contract, extend. One more. Round, open, bring it back to your round. Hold, 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 hold. Contract those abs. Bring it all the way back, arm and leg long, and then floating your left foot up. and then bring it back to center, rounding your spine into your cat, into your cow, and back to center. Roll the toes under, draw the abs in, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, hover the knees and inch up off the mat. Finding the abs there to support you. So your knees are right hovering above the mat. They're hip width apart. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, draw those abs up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring the knees down, take a child's pose. And then bring yourself up and onto your booty. Grabbing your band or ring or whatever. Today I have a ring. Today I have my Pilates toys and I'm so excited. Let's extend the arms, keep the knees bent to start. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, sit up long and tall, lower the shoulder blades down, and then scoop and roll halfway back. Halfway, and then come up to sit. Inhale, exhale, halfway, and come up to sit. Halfway and hold, and then little presses out of the band. Get the back muscles activated, draw the abs in, hold, march your right foot a tiny inch up off the floor, and lower, and left. Draw the abs in. Friends, my apartment is so steamy hot today. I feel like every window needs to be open. It's that Brooklyn apartment heat right now with the windows open. Last one, and bring it back to center. Roll down an inch. Roll down an inch. Tuck your pelvis underneath you. Roll all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Take a long stretch. Inhale, exhale. Take the hands back up to the sky and roll up to your halfway point. Holding at the halfway point, you're rolled back halfway. Just lengthen the arms above you. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. And then again, we're going to lift tiny foot up. Tiny foot up. Your foot's not tiny. It's the lift is tiny. If that didn't make any sense how I said that. Draw the abs in. So now we're doing that with the arms above the head if that's available. Last one each way. And bring it back to center. Come all the way up to sit. Lengthen the arms back to the front. Let's roll back halfway again. And you're going to extend your right leg long and drag it back in. Extend your left leg long and drag it back in. So you're rolled back and then you're just lengthening a leg and in. Stand. Is the lighting throwing you off? Friends, I haven't sorted out how the best lighting is in here.
No, I just can't tell what you're doing.
Just extending a leg and then dragging it in all from your center. Let's do one more like that. And we'll bring it back to center and then sequentially placing your spine all the way down into the mat. Let your legs be long. Take a long stretch here. Inhale, exhale, rolling your spine up, 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 and over the big imaginary balloon and hooking the band onto your feet. Take a forward fold. We'll catch onto the right foot and then roll down. I need to be like a YouTuber with like a whole lighting setup to make sure that the light is right. And I'm a little stressed out because I don't have that setup. So we're just breathing into the back of the leg, maybe starting some bending and straightening. Cool. And come back a little bit further. And a little bit further. And then see, as you bring your leg back, can you push your right hip a little further forward, feeling how that leg is straight back in the socket? And breathe. Let's take one more breath here. And then let's release that, bringing it to the toes for your calf stretch. So the toes are going to pull down, heel, push us up. And then point and flex. And then hold the toes down and just stretch through your calf. Breathe here. Take 2 more breaths. And then bring it back to the center of the foot and spiral that leg open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. So it's an active stretch here, which I guess is easy to cheat because now that I don't have any support because I'm lifted off the floor, I see how it really is. You have to make the stretch active, or you have to keep it active and not just melt and forget about the leg. I want you to really push that left hip down and lengthen so that leg doesn't pull you all the way over and off of the edge of the reformer like me right now. And breathe. My only option was to do it on the reformer because I have no other floor space that would accommodate me laying down at the moment. And then we'll send that leg back up to straight and bring it across the body to stretch the side of the hip, pushing your right hip away from you as you press your back pocket down, stretching through the side of the leg. Shoulders relax. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then let's melt into the spinal twist, just letting the leg fall across the body, looking in the opposite direction. And then extend that leg long onto the mat. Firm the back of the thighs down, and then let's roll up, diving up and over to the toes, catching onto your left foot. We'll make that leg long. And roll down. And breathe into the back of the leg. So you're firming your right leg down as the left leg just starts to come back a little bit further and a little bit further, bending and straightening the leg, finding some length. A little bit further. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And we'll release that, bringing it to the toes for calf stretch. Toes pull down, heel pushes up. And then point and flex, stretching out your calf. And hold it down. And then back to the center of the foot, spiraling the thigh open and out to the side for inner thigh stretch. Pushing your right hip down into the mat, lengthen out of your left inner thigh. Not letting the leg just pull you over, but actively stretching, lengthening the muscles, still finding that your abs are probably helping to support you so you don't just tip over. Shoulders relax. And then you send that leg back up to the sky. Let the leg come a little bit across the body, stretch to the side of the hip. And breathe into it. Can you anchor that back pocket down and push your left sits bone away a little bit further? And then let's melt into our spinal twist of the leg fall across the body, looking in the opposite direction. You put the band to the side for the moment. And then let's bring that leg all the way back out to straight. Shake it out so legs are long and loose. Let's bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat, finding your neutral spine, allowing your pelvis to settle in, finding the hip points aligned with the pubic bone. Lift up out of your pelvic floor muscles to start to tighten up your low abs, and let's bring your right leg into table, left leg up to meet it without letting your pelvis tilt. My pelvis wants to tilt the moment the second leg lifts up, and then the abs really have to start to work here. Tapping the right toes to the front edge of the mat and lift and left and lift. So starting with our simple march, so the abs know what to do. That's how we start with the same movements. So the abs aren't trying to figure out, the brain isn't trying to figure out the movement. The body knows what to do. Then the abs can be like, yeah, here I am, I'm working. Can your shoulders relax? Can your neck be long and your jaw soft? So find that there's no tension in your upper body, but also give the back of your skull a little bit of tension into the mat to bring awareness into your back body. And then maybe that's going to help bring the front ribs down into the mat as well. And remember, at no point do you ever have to lift your head when we start to lift it. Last one with the left leg. Bring the legs back up and in. Give them a small little hug, rock side to side, and then meet with your legs back in tabletop. Reach the hands to the sky. Inhale, on your exhale, reach your right arm backwards, your left leg forward, reaching your arm and leg away from the body with your head still down and bring it back to center. And then other side. So your first movement is draw your abs in. Second movement is move your arms and your legs. Lengthen and in. Inhale and exhale. And then if you want, you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders and do the same thing. But it's so not required. I'm going to move down a little bit. I feel like I'm not in the right spot on the reformer. And let's do 2 more like that each way. Last one. Bring everything back to center. Hug it all the way in. And relax here. And bring the feet down. Reset. Let's bring the legs back to table. Squeeze the thighs together. Arms relax on the mat to start, wide through the collarbone, and then legs halfway forward, and then drag it up. Halfway forward, re-lift out of your pelvic floor, and then flow the legs up. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Can the neck stay long? The jaw stay soft. Exhaling on the lift. 2 more like that. Last one. And then bring the legs up. Let's float the hands an inch up off the mat. Head either stays down or it comes up here. And then just extend the legs out to straight. Bring them in. Tap them forward and back to neutral tabletop. Shoot the legs out long. Bring them into center. Tap them forward. Lift. Extend. In. Tap. And lift. 3 more. Extend. In, tap forward. Pull from the low belly. Inhale and exhales. Last one like that. Bring the legs all the way back up. Hug the knees in. Head relax if it's up. Head rock side to side no matter where you're at. Just let go of any tension. And let's bring the legs to the table. Reach the hands up to the sky. Inhale on your exhale. You'll float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the legs long for the hundreds. Start to pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. So remember, you could always have the head all the way on the mat. You could even have your legs in tabletop. They could be on the floor. It's really about that stabilization and getting the breath into the body. Inhales, big. Inhales, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhales, big. Maybe the legs go a little bit lower, maybe not. Where are you at today? Inhales and exhale. 2 more sets. Inhale and exhale. Last set. Inhale and exhale. Hold it and then hug everything in and relax. Head rock side to side. Bring it back to center. Bring the feet to the mat. Arms relax alongside the body, wide through the collarbone, and then you'll tuck your pelvis and roll your hips up to the sky. Pushing your hips up. Push your knees forward, squeeze the glutes, and sequentially rolling it all the way down. So the feet are hip width apart. You're digging your feet down into the warm sand. Press your big toe mound down as you lift your hips up to the sky, firming up the glutes. Feel like you can get really long through your front body, sequentially rolling it down. Inhale, and exhale, rolling all the way up. Squeeze the glutes and roll all the way down. The next one, and holding it all the way up. Pushing the hips high, push the knees forward, wide through the collarbone. Feel very strong through your base here. Tap your bum down, press up, squeeze. Lower down, press up, squeeze. Firm the feet down. So the feet are active in this as well. So you can feel that whole posterior chain of the body as you lower, press up, squeeze the bum. Down, up, squeeze. Collarbone is wide. And then we'll hold the hips up high and pulse the hips up, pulse up, up, up. Draw the abs in, hug the thighs slightly towards each other just to give that energy to the inner thighs. Hold it up, stay really strong and supported here, long neck, not turning your head because we'll bring your right leg into table and bring that foot down and bring your left leg up to table. Challenging stability here. So if that feels like that's too much with one leg coming to the air, keep both legs down. And just, you can continue to do pulses or lower and lift your hips. You got one more here each way, just to challenge the stability. We'll bring both feet down, lift your heels so you're balancing on your toes. Maybe you walk your feet in. Where do you feel like you're in your best position? Then lower, press up, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. Pushing the big toe mound down. Collarbone is wide. Down, up, squeeze. And then let's hold the hips high and pulses up. Hug the thighs slightly towards each other. Little tiny pulses, firm the bum. And then hold the hips high. And we're just going to sweep the arms all the way back to touch behind your head. And sweep the arms all the way down like you're pulling them through molasses. So you're just stabilizing your pelvis here. You're not doing anything else but moving your arms. And can you move them by plugging the shoulder blades away from your ears and really dragging and resisting and then stabilizing through your pelvis so nothing else is moving. One more time, sweeping it back. Meet with the arms up to the sky. Lower your heels, walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat. Lift your toes up to the sky, dig your heels down, push your hips a little bit higher and tuck your pelvis slightly just to put you in a better neutral, hopefully. Tap your butt down, press up, squeeze the bum. Tap down, up, squeeze. Lower, press up, lift. Smooth and controlled, firming up the tush. Collarbone is wide. Know that you can always have your arms on the floor if you don't want them all the way up. And then hold the hips up, push them a little bit higher, retuck that pelvis just slightly, firm the booty, squeeze the thighs together and open. Squeeze the thighs together, open. Really squeeze the thighs in and then open. You get that hold and open for 3. After driving all day yesterday, my butt really feels like it needed this. It's on fire. Hold the knees open and little pulses up. Pulses up for 5. Last one. Drop the feet, walk them back to hip width apart. Bring the arms back down to the mat. Wide through the collarbone. Commit to staying with those hips high. Push the hips up a little bit higher. Feel the burn in the tush. Bring the left leg to table. Extend the leg up to the sky. And then small lower, small lift, small lower, small lift. Just 10 on each side. There's 5, 6, 7, up, hold. Just hold it up, press up a little bit higher, square the hips off, place the left foot on the mat, right leg into tabletop, extend the leg up to the sky, lift up, hold, squeeze the booty, then small lower, small lift, small lower, small lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, 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 bring that foot down, and then 10 small pulses to the sky, press up, up, up. Keep opening up through the hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, sequentially placing your spine back down into the mat, and then bring the legs back to table, bring the legs into your chest, take a little stretch. I just wanted to make sure we got a little glute strengthening in before Neil has to dip off out of class. And then let's bring the legs back to tabletop. Keeping the sacrum planted into the mat, lengthen your legs up to the sky. Wide through your collarbone. Let's open the thighs out. So you're in external rotation and then squeeze the right thigh over the left. So start with that firmed up leg, pushing inner thighs and then go to the left over the right. Go to the right over the left, open the legs as wide as the mat, and then close with the left over the right. Right over the left, left, open. Let's go faster. We're gonna go switch, 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 open, switch, 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 open. So always starting with that alternate leg on the top. So you feel how those low abs are also supporting you as we do a little inner thigh strengthening. We're gonna do one more each way until you're even. Pull the low belly in. Bring the legs all the way back up to the sky with that slight turnout. Bend your knees down so you're in a diamond shape and then press the frog legs away and drag them in. Push them out to 45 degrees, squeeze inner thighs, draw your little belly in. Press out, squeeze and in. This is such a fun when you're actually on the reformer exercise. And so laying on it, but not actually doing it with the straps on my feet. I'm feeling a little bit missing that at the moment. I wish everyone could come over and jump on the reformer for 3, 2, and last one, hold the legs out and tiny little heel clicks, little tap, tap, tap. So the legs are out at your point of control for a 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take the legs up, hug the knees in, and then stir the knees in the hip sockets. Let go of any hip flexor tension that maybe crept in, and reverse it. And let's bring it back to center. Bring the feet down to the mat. Walk the feet a touch to the front of you so they're not all the way jammed in. And we'll bring the hands up to the sky. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Draw the abs in and then peel yourself up onto your sits bones. Glue the heels, turn the toes apart, lift the heels up, fingertip touch to your ankles, relax the shoulders, pull the heels in, and then roll to your shoulder blades and come up and balance on your sits bones. Roll and come up and balance. Let's do 3 more in our ball. No heels touch the floor. And how close can your heels touch into your booty? 1 more time. All the way up onto sits bones, legs to table. Balance here. Maybe grab behind your thighs, roll your shoulder blades down, and give yourself a little lift. Let's start with toe taps here before we go back. And then obviously, if you want, you take your hands off. So just toe tap forward while we're in our slight rolled back position. Little bit of challenge. Last one, each way. Bring the legs back up. Sequentially place your spine down into the mat, into your shoulder blades touch. Hold. Extend left leg long, right leg is in table, and then we switch for single leg stretch and switch. You can also just keep your head on the mat, and then your legs would stay a little bit higher to the sky. Press and press. Maybe you make that buffer for your legs with your hands. 3, breathe. 2, last one, each way. Hold the legs at table, hands to the sky. Sweep your arms around and roll yourself back up onto your sits bones. Grab behind your thighs, take your break here. Extend the legs to the sky, tap down. Extend your legs to the sky, tap down. But maybe the hands come off for 3, 2, last one. Kick those legs up, up, up. Roll your shoulders down till they touch. Hold. Knees to table. Extend arms and legs long. Circle, bring it to center. Arms and legs lengthen. Circle, bring it to center. So the head is up or down. Inhale and exhale. 3, breathe. 2, and last one. And bring it all the way back to center. Relax on this one. Let your head rock side to side. Stir the knees if you need to. Whatever motion is going to let you get attention. I know my right hip flexor psoas situation wants to get a little tight. So check in with your body so you can let that tension go. And we can reset to come into single straight leg stretch. Just bring your feet down just to get yourself back into your neutral. And then back to tabletop. Lengthen the legs to the sky. Reach your hands to the sky. Float head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long. And grab right behind the right thigh. Double pull in. Scissor the legs. Pull, pull. Scissor. Exhale. So the legs are brushing past each other at 45. Double pull. Double pull. Inhales and exhales for 3, 2, last one each way. Then we have our challenge because that's my new favorite thing to do. Hold the leg up, roll yourself up onto your sits bones, walk yourself down the leg. My left leg doesn't even have an option at the moment to go down, but you can bring it down if you want. You come back up and all the way down, all the way up, and we hold, hold, hold. This time, left leg is just going to do a tiny stir, little stir, and let's reverse it. Tiny stir. So you got a lot of support onto that leg. Hold, take your hands off, touch legs. Hold. Tiny stir of the right leg. Oh, I'm sorry, walk down. Holy cow. Almost messed that one up, guys. Walk all the way up and all the way down. and all the way up and all the way down. And then let's hold the all the way up. And this is where we now do the stir. Tiny little stir out of the hip from your abs, reverse it. And then both legs up. Holding here, get long and tall. And then we're just gonna balance for a moment. Take your hands off for 3, 2, last one. Rolling your spine all the way down into the mat and then hug your knees all the way in. Take a little moment here. Regroup so you can be really strong into double straight leg lower. Bring the feet down to reset your pelvis. Legs to table, hands behind the head, elbows wide to the sides, keeping the chest super open here. Let's lift the head, neck, and shoulders. If it's coming up, or you keep your hands on the mat with the head down, extend the legs up to the sky. And then with the pelvis staying so still, let's lengthen your legs away from your body and then drag them back up. Soft through your jaw. So legs can be in parallel, they could be in turn out. Where is it best for your body? But don't always go to the same one. Try something different sometimes. So I'm not sure which way you guys are doing it, but try doing the alternate version that you don't normally do and see if it's a little bit more of a challenge. Lengthen, lift from your low belly. Lengthen, lift out of your pelvic floor and drag those legs back up. Long lever, 3, 2, and last one. Drag it all the way up, hug it all the way in and relax. Let your head rock side to side. Do whatever movement you need to let go. And then coming into crisscross, legs to table. And then we'll float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long. Keep the pelvis still as you come up and over to the right knee with the left shoulder, back to center, up and over. So think about the twist, the rotation in the spine while the pelvis is still. Twist the spine. Exhale as you twist. Exhale. For 3. Up and over. Exhale it all out. Can your pelvis stay pretty still? And last one each way. And bring it all the way back to center. Hug it all the way in. And relax. Take a long stretch. Reaching arms and legs super long. Shake it all out. Get a little bit longer. Someone's pulling you apart. And then we'll come to roll all the way up. Inhale, exhale, peeling up. Vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. Take a dive over to your toes and then get your weights. So finding your light weights. So opening a window if you need to before you spontaneously combust with the steam heat. Let's hold the weights in the hands, palms to the sky, lift up out of your pelvis, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Feel how before you go anywhere, let those abs start to work, pulling the low abs in, and we're just gonna roll back halfway and come up to sit. Halfway, and come up to sit. Halfway back and hold it here. Draw the elbows in, press them forward. Draw the elbows in and press forward. Pulling your belly in, only rolling back to your point of control. Hold the arms out, bicep curls. Bend and straighten. Can you really relax the shoulder blades down? Get that collarbone so wide. Inhale and exhale. And then hold both arms out, turn the palms towards each other, bend the right elbow, extend, bend the left elbow. Pulling the belly in. Breathe. Oh, it feels good with the weights. I haven't had them in a few weeks. Last one. Both arms out, turn the palms down, roll your spine down to the mat. Take a long stretch here. If it feels good, let the weight of the legs or weight of the weights pull you back. And then reach your hands up to the sky. Let's roll up to our halfway point. Palms are turned towards each other. So have the shoulder blades away from the ears. Hinging the arms open and hug around a big balloon. Hinge open and hug around. Let the shoulder blades relax down. Breathe. And then the next one, we're gonna hold open and little lifts. Little tiny lifts. Lift your elbows a little bit higher than your wrists for 5. Last one, bring the arms back to forward and dive forward. Send the arms backwards, turning the palms towards each other, widen the collarbone, and then little press in. Little presses. And the neck be long. And then hold it, push the arms to the sky, press up, up, up. So try not, it's not about the lean forward as much as it's getting your spine long and get those arms long. Can you widen your collarbone? So you don't want to do this with your shoulders rolled forward. Hold it, flip the palms to the sky, lift up a little bit higher, and then little bend and straighten. Press, bend, straighten. So it's a micro bend to the elbow and then straighten it for 5. Last one, sit up tall, send the arms back, forward, sit up tall, send the arms to the sky, lift up out of your pelvis, bend your elbows, and then push overhead. Bend and push overhead. So imagine that you're lifting your pelvic floor so much that you could float your pelvis right up off of the mat. 3. Last one, hold it up, turn the palms together, bend your elbows behind your head and straighten. Pull your abs in. Can your biceps be alongside your ears for 5? Breathe. 3. And last one. Arms all the way back forward. Place your weights down. Bring your hands behind you. Pull your heels in and then tuck your pelvis. Lift yourself up. So we're still in our triceps. Wide through the collarbone. Bend your elbows halfway. Straighten. Bend and straighten. So the elbows are going backwards and it's only an elbow bend. It's not booty drop, it's elbow bend. 3. Hold it halfway, tiny pulse. For 5. Straighten the arms and then come all the way down, take a quick little stretch across. So weird being in New York. I feel like we should all be in one place. Not on the computer anymore. I'm like, wait, I'm here. Why shouldn't I be coming to teach class? And then across. And then let's come into that one more time. So you can stay doing with both legs on the floor, or we're going to revisit that with one leg in the sky. So you're going to tuck the pelvis, lift your hips, bring the right leg to table, kick the right leg out straight as your elbows bend and come in. Extend so the elbows bend, the leg goes out for 5, 3, last one, bring it in, place that foot down, other leg up, bend in. Breathe, collarbone wide for 5. Remember, this could always be done with both feet on the floor. It does not matter, it's a different challenge. Last one, bring it in, foot down, all the way down. And let's take a little stretch here, up and over. So good to see you guys in the morning. And then up and over. And release that. Let's come to lay on your right side. All the way out long on your side. So your head could be down on your arm, popped up, on your balance beam, and then the legs come just a little bit to the front. So just a touch to the front. Lift the top leg, flex the foot. Really find that this is your hip width apart, which is kind of why I love this one so much. You're just working in the track of the pelvis. Send the leg forward as far as you can, point and sweep it back with no other movement, just the leg forward, press and squeeze. Now, also your abs are working so much. So it's not just kick your leg around without paying attention. It's super active. Flex forward, point and sweep. Flex forward, point and sweep. One more time, holding it backwards on the sweep. Pull it back a little bit further, but keep the hip in line with the head and then tiny little pulses back. So you're firming up right underneath the glute. Your abs are pulling in, your bottom waistline's pulling up off of the mat, and then bring it back to center, spiral the thigh to the sky, lift the leg to the sky, flex and resist, resist, resist as you bring it down. So remember, if you guys prefer to be propped up on your bottom forearm with your waistline not on the mat, you can also do that. There's a lot of variations in how you can do the side work. Say up to the sky, spiral the thigh open, circles to the sky. And then reverse. And last one, flex the foot here. Now lower your leg to come directly in front of your hip, and then use your strong glute to lift the leg back up. And sweeping it up to the sky. For 3, smooth and controlled. 2. Last one. Bring it all the way back up, and then lengthen, bring it all the way back down. Bend your knees to 45 degrees, angle the ankles up if you choose, or they could be on the mat, and then just open and close. Open and close. Are your abs drawing in? I know they are, but just check in with yourself. Continue to push your top hip away from you. So you're maintaining the same length on the top side as you are on the bottom side. So you don't want to let your hip hike to your rib. You want to keep all this length, which is going to help strengthen the muscles how they should be. Because if we were standing, this wouldn't be shortened, this hip to bottom rib situation. Holding the thigh up, tiny pulses up. Breathe. For 3, 2, last one. Lower the leg, lower both legs. Bring the knees to 90 degrees. Keep pushing the top hip away. Sweep the top leg open and drag it down. Sweep it open and resist as it comes down. It's almost harder to bring it down than it is to lift it. It's like pushing 2 opposing magnets together to press it down. And before it touches down, it stops right as they're about to close. And then the next one, let's bring it halfway, hold it and draw your little circles, foot flexed. And then reverse. This leg, let it come down for a moment, only enough to bring yourself onto your forearms. And then send that same leg backwards. Point the toe, lift the leg, firm the booty, tap down. So we're still with the same leg. Down, up, squeeze. Getting that hold at the top. Collarbone is wide, elbows are right underneath your shoulders, hands are shoulder width apart. Hold the leg up and then tap over to the right, up and over to the left. So it's just going side to side of the mat, touching both edges of the mat. When the leg is up, really firm the booty. 2. Last one. We'll bring that leg back to center, bend the knee, open, bend the knee, bring the heel towards your bum, and little pulses to the sky. Little lift, squeeze, up, squeeze. Lift up out of your shoulders. So you don't want to just slump down. You want to be really strong and supported through your upper body. Slide your shoulder blades away from your ears. Hold, flex the foot, and tiny kicks up. Little tiny kick of that heel to the sky. Hold the heel up, lift a little bit higher, and now open the hip. Close the knee. So just adding some rotation first. Open and close. All we did was turn the knee open and then make the heel go back to the sky. For 3. Last one, hold the knee open, your heel's in the direction of your bum. Now imagine you could kick your other booty cheek. Kick back, kick. So your left heel is going to try to kick towards your right bum. 3. Last one, hold it and pulses up, up, up. For 5, pulsing that thigh, the knee to the sky, and hold. Just turn the knee down, come back up onto your hands. Bring the knee down to the mat, sweep up, bring it in, and then kick to the sky. You come in, sweep out to the side for a hydrant, and then kick up. Sweep out and kick up. With keeping the neutral spine the whole time. One more, kick the knee open for the hydrant, and lift the knee up to the sky. Pulse up. Great, for 5. And last one, bring that knee all the way down, press back, child's pose, take a breath. And breathe here. One more breath. And then bring yourself all the way up and onto your other side. So we're gonna repeat that. And if I forget anything, you guys are gonna holler out and let me know. So stacking yourself on your balance beam here. Legs are a micro inch forward, draw the abs in, lift the top leg so it's in line with the hip. Now really reach out of that hip socket, flex the foot to draw it forward, point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward, point and sweep. So moving as far as you have available without letting the rest of the body rock around. Squeeze, flex, squeeze. 3. You're just retracing the same line, digging a deeper hole in the sand with your toes as you press it back. The next one, let's keep it all the way back. Pulses. No, presses back. For 5. Last one, bringing it back to center, spiral the thigh to the sky as we lift the leg long to the sky. Resist as you flex and pull it down. So when you're wanting to just drop the leg down, make that the hardest part, to resist as you drag it down like it won't go to the other leg. Always that opposing magnets pushing together. The next time it goes up, we'll keep it up. Hold it up, spiral the thigh open, and we draw our circles. Tiny little stirs here. Reverse it, so it's all happening inside the hip socket. Can that leg really rotate? It's hard to rotate it. Hold, flex the foot, sweep the leg forward, send the leg back up to the sky. It comes forward, the foot is flexed, the knee is tracking towards your nose. So not letting it turn down, but not turning up to the sky. So it's that straight in the hip socket. I think we have one more here. Bring it all the way up, bring that leg all the way down, bend the knee, setting up for your clamshell. Angle the ankles up if you did on the other side, point the toes, keep the heels super glued, still try to lift your bottom waistline up off the mat. Your hips are stacked, open the top knee and close. Open and close. Are you thinking about creating more length in that top waistline? Moving the top hip away from the rib. Squeeze. 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 Open, squeeze, and then holding it up in tiny pulses up. Pulse, pulse. 3, 2, last one. Lower it all the way down. Knees come directly in front of the pelvis. So setting up that side hydrant position, but keep pushing your top hip away. Flex the foot as we sweep open and resist as we bring it down. Sweep open and resist. So not letting the leg just fall forward. Let's get the work as we lift and lower. Make sure the foot is flexed. The next one we'll hold down and we draw our circles, string it around and around. Drawing the abs in and reverse it. And lower that leg all the way down. Now we come onto our forearms. Extend that. So first make sure that the knees are set up underneath your pelvis and then extend that leg long. Tap down, up, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. Lower and lift. And squeeze. Elbows are right underneath the forearms. You're really lifting up out of your upper body. So you're not sinking in between the shoulder blades. Can you keep that space really broad between the shoulder blades? Holding it up, and then we go over to the left, up and over to the right. And switch. And switch. Firming up the booty, keeping the spine still. This time, bring it back to center, bend the knee, heel towards your bum, and kick up. Keeping the hips square. Try not to just lean into that left side. Flex the foot and kick to the sky. Kick up, up. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, looking towards the fingertips. And then we'll just open the knee out to the side and back to center. we just did a little rotation, open and close, sweep, open and close. Lift and open one more time, open, close. I'm sorry, keep it open and then little kick back to the bum. So you're trying to bring the heel towards the other booty cheek now. Hold it and pulse it to the sky, press up, up. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm burning here for 3, 2, last one. Bringing it all the way down, up onto your hands and sweep it up to the sky. It taps down and then it goes out to the side. We kick up and then control out to the side. Kick up and out, up and out, staying in neutral. Lift and then open one more time. Lift. We meet with the fire hydrant leg. Lift and small pulses up, up, up. Are you drawing those abs in for 5? And last one, and bring it all the way down. Press back. Take a child's pose. Take a breath there. And breathe. Let's bring yourself up onto hands and knees and then extend the right leg long and left leg long. We're going to stretch the glutes real quick. And you can also do this on your back in your figure 4 stretch. Otherwise, we're going to float the right leg up, pull the knee into the belly, hover the knee up to the belly, hold, hover it up a little bit more, draw the abs up and in, and then drop your shin towards the mat, and we'll stretch in our pigeon pose. So if that doesn't feel good, come onto your back, figure 4 stretch. Trying to square the hips. And then if it feels good, you can walk your hands forward and melt into it. And if it doesn't, don't do it. Stay wherever you feel that there's a stretch, not a ton of just resistance. Two more breaths here. Amazing how breathing through it kind of lets that muscle go, where before maybe it was fighting you. And then bring yourself back up onto your hands. Roll the left toe under, draw the abs in, and then use your strong abs to send your right leg back out to that strong plank position. And then we'll float the left leg up. Pull the knee into the chest, hover the knee up, use your abs to hold your leg, and then drop the shin to the mat. And we'll come into our pigeon. And breathe. Friends, I don't think I ever want to leave my apartment. I want to stay. Come all the way forward, melting into the pigeon. As I'm here with you guys and on my reformer and with my plants, I'm like, I don't want to leave. Well, at least we have one more class here. And then let's bring yourself back up onto your hands. Roll the right toes under. Draw the abs in so strong that you can extend your left leg long. And let's just hang out in our plank for a second. We don't have our kneel plank story today. We're just going to be here for a moment to do a check-in with your body. How much stronger do you feel and supported in that plank position right now? Imagine there's a belt underneath your waist and that's supporting you up to the ceiling, not to lift your hips, but that it's supporting your hips in line with your shoulders. Draw those abs in, lengthen through the crown of the head through your heels. It's a whole body exercise for 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's take it to our downward dog. And take our little stretch here. You can run the knees out. And then let's begin to gently walk the toes towards the hands. And hang out here in our forward fold. And just breathe, let everything go. Let the knees bend slightly so you can just hang out. Take a little side to side movement. And then seeing that the feet are hip width apart. Draw the abs in, soft through the knees, ground through the feet to roll yourself up. To restacking your spine, to standing up longer, taller, and stronger than before you came into class. The shoulders relax away from the ears. Let's take a nice big inhale up. And exhale. Thanks, Pilates Hotties, for joining me from Brooklyn this morning. Let's stop.